Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's summarize what we have done till now. In the first video, we saw the basic definition of Azure Compute Services and Azure Virtual Machines. In the next video after that, we created our Windows OS based virtual machine, which is running in Microsoft Azure. And after that, in another video, we saw how we can connect to that virtual machine and install the Internet Information Services web server in it. And we actually hosted the very basic website in that web server, and we saw that we can access that website locally from the VM itself, like from the browser in the VM itself we can access and see the website. Now let's see that can we actually access that website which is running in Azure from the public internet. So let's copy the IP address of this virtual machine and go to another tab, and let's see that can we actually access the page of that virtual machine. So looks like we are not able to access the virtual machine, right? Because it is taking forever to load. Now, why is this? Because you will get a error after some time that we are not able to reach the web page. Now, why is this happening? You remember, right? While creating a virtual machine, we didn't allow the permission to run HTTP. We did on the port 80. We didn't allow the port 80 to be opened. We had closed it. We had only opened the RDP port to connect to virtual machine. We didn't allow the HTTP port to be open for public internet. So that's why you can see the error that this connection has timed out. Means our VM server is taking too long to respond, and this is only because we are not permitted to access the web page. Means our traffic, our HTTP request is getting denied because of that rule which we saw. So you can go to that rule, and you can see we have only RDP rule allowed to connect to our virtual machine. We don't have any HTTP rule because by default all the inbound traffic will be denied by this rule. So we need to add another rule with a less number, so that means it has high priority so that it can take over this rule. So we need to, because by default all the traffics are denied, but we had a rule which allows us to RDP into our virtual machine. So that's why we were able to connect to the virtual machine despite having this rule in place here. So in the same way, we need to create another inbound rule. Means inbound means the traffic which is entering into the VM. So likewise, we have outbound rules also. All the traffic which leaves the virtual machine, which it are allowed. Okay, and all the outbound is allowed, and yes, all the outbound traffic is allowed. Means virtual machine is sending the request to outside public internet connection, so it will be allowed, but the inbound is denied from the public internet. So this is for the security purpose. All right, so we need to specifically add one more rule to allow HTTP request and to open the HTTP port which will run on port 80, so that we can access our web page which is running on this virtual machine. So let's leave the source as any, port range is any. We want to access the, means my laptops my laptops any port will be used to connect to the port of the virtual machine. I need to open the port 80, right? So I need to select 80, and the protocol will be TCP. Destination would be my virtual machine, but let's leave it as any again. So the action I need to choose is allow. Means I need to allow the port 80 of this virtual machine to accept the connection from any of the source, and the source port could be any. Okay, so I need to allow. The priority I can place is 310. So we need to name the rule. Okay, so the priority is 300, means this rule has less number. but the priority is higher than this rule. So means we will be allowed to access the our web page, which will be accessing using the HTTP. So HTTP will be running on the service will be running on the port 80 of this virtual machine. So let's add the rule. Now we are getting a notification that creating rule. So our rule will be added here. So it's added. So you can see now we have the rule in place to allow the HTTP traffic to our virtual machine, and it is marked as green allow. Now I think now we should be able to access the web page of our virtual machine. So let's refresh this. Now I think we should be able to access the web page, the very simple web page or the website we created. Let's copy the public IP address of the virtual machine and paste it here. See, now we are able to see our web page, which is running in the virtual machine, which is running in Azure. So that's very simple to host a workload in Microsoft Azure. This is how you can do all the process, like first create a virtual machine, install the web server, and then deploy your website, and then finally access your website with the rule, because now we have rule in place to access the virtual machine. So now our traffic is allowed to access the web page. So thank you for watching. This was all the demo regarding Windows virtual machine, means how to host a simple website in Windows virtual machine. In the next coming videos, we will be seeing various other compute services also to host our workloads. But before that, we will actually also see how we can host our website or workload in the Linux virtual machine, because this was regarding Windows virtual machine. In the next upcoming video, we will be seeing how we can deploy and access the website which will be running in our Linux based virtual machine. Okay, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Bye.